The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tablet and pen time. You don't know me, get to know me. I have made 28 millionaires from anywhere from 0 to million and some billion. 28 billionaires now. I've been helping people for 45 years. Unfortunately, in this world, there's a lot of blah, blah, blah. I'll give you some blah, blah, blah. But you know what I'm going to do at the end of the day? I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to repackage your life, and I'm going to get you to millionaire status. See, that's one of the Lamborghinis. That's one of the buildings. See, your problem is you keep following ducks and sheep. Sorry. Motivation lasts about 3 seconds for me. And the blah, 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 they're basically other people going, hey, I want you to think today. Do you really want to go get it? See, here's the problem. Every one of you have not built a residual income. And we're going to show you what that really means and how you get basically your bills paid automatically. You're like me, having a paycheck for 30 years. Why would I want one of those? So there's no pictures, there's no recording. I need you to put it here so you get that tablet and pen right down today's date. Couple things. There's some goodies I obtained. I got a couple of problems. I got to warn you, I'm blunt and I'm to the point. You know what? In 6th grade, they said I was retarded because I write with both hands and talk at the same time and an IQ of 203 with total recall. So I think most people are full of shit. Sorry to say. Half of you are lazy. The other half, let's go get it. I like driving Lamborghinis and Ferraris since I was 14. Wouldn't you? But the bottom line is my life didn't start out that good. I got born in a taxi. She didn't want me. I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. Got used and abused too, and that sucks. I was motivated to get out of hell because I didn't like being used and abused. And I knew I was as smart as they were. Smarter too. So that's how I created my first million at 14. 2.6 billion through corporate structure. 26. Why haven't you? What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up? Huh, you don't know how to go? You don't want to play? Your journey just began today with me. And the other problem I got to tell you is I end up rhyming all the time. I don't try to, but the brain does it. But again, I did write 2 famous rap songs for a famous person too. Look behind that curtain. There's your problem. You accept the word no and you listen to your friends and family. I like you to get out your personal credits now. Get it out. So I want to show you exactly what I did when I trained Ken Yarborough, security chief at Tier W, that became a Spirian. Get out your cards, put a stick in the back of the card, write down the limit of the card, maintain 25% always, never past 29%. That's 100,000. You use exactly what I told you to do. That's basically 71,000 of safety. See, you don't create your line of defense. You keep screwing up, bringing the pain home. That sucks. Why would you, as an adult, bring the pain home? I don't understand, stupid. Doesn't mean you're stupid. Reality is what you did is probably stupid. I need you to create your line of defense my way. There's the certificates I got from Ken Yarborough. Oh, goody. After I trained him, his organization certified me. What a concept, too. Isn't that fun? You see, I'm the real deal. You want to play? Let me know. Corporation's a legal person. Wow, chapter 18. I heard this. I was 7.5 years old, standing in the corner, writing little notes, all the people going blah, blah, blah. See these rich and famous people having a poker game every Wednesday night. They said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. I wrote my boss to go down to the Torrance Police Department, and I was 2.5 years old. I walked in, ma'am, what does this mean? Because next to the police department was a library. She walked away. She was rude. She was mean. 5 minutes later, she came back. Here's a mock of it. Here's a book. I read the book. I wanted a blueprint to get out of hell. What I found, it didn't exist, and you've been looking for it too. Guess what? I'm your blueprint. Pay attention. Corporation's a legal person. Oh, goody for that. It may sue or be sued. So today I'll hand you one for free. You just pay a little filing fee to the state. Or if you have one, you pay thousands of dollars and you didn't learn diddly squat. So we're going to learn to play. Now, I went back to that library for 2 years, created my own blueprint. I call it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. And then I got 100,000 in the mail. I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries. I got that in 9.5. See, people got credit cards in the mail without applying for credit. And that was fun in the 70s and 80s. And then I got named in the movie Dave. So what happened next at 12.5? I got named in a lawsuit. I used the word Braille because I started the first Squinch County Blind Center. I didn't realize the word Braille was maintained by the Braille Institution. So I got a little trouble. I had to learn the master trade name, trademarks, and copyrights, which I'm going to show you how to do too. But then in 84 and 85 and 86, I created something that changes the world. It's called the division process. I want you to never bring the pain home again. I want you to stop the crap you do, flat out. Stop bringing the damn pain home. Get $1 million of corporate credit, write it all off, go get the American dream, and knock off the crap you've done so far. Sorry, what you did didn't work. Bottom line is you're getting paying your bills, barely surviving, or get a little bit of money. Oh, you're thinking about that 401k, which is a piece of crap. Good for you. Corporation with division process. Bank of America bankrupt 5,000 locations, bankrupt. Their corp owns corporations called branch numbers. Grocery stores and cities do this every day. And they get a tax cut every time they screw up. But what did you do? Hell, you brought the pain home. See, here's the problem. Corporations, if they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep because you don't know how to play. And if you got an LLC, come January 1st, they're going to kick your ass. That's the Treasury Department. A bunch of stupid people got LLCs when they didn't need to. They listen to the friend, the family, the TikTok, the candlestick maker too. Kind of stupid. The Treasury Department is going to kick your assets come January. Welcome. All right, to the nightmare begins. Now, the next thing you got to think about is when they said put your ducks in a row, I was a little boy. You know what happened? Well, they couldn't answer the question for me. What does it mean? So I drew this for them. Corporation owning entities. You see, this way you'd basically stop bringing the pain home and you build $1 million of credit. I don't understand. I don't understand, stupid. Here's $1 million card. Here's another one. Here's 9 more. How much would you like? Here's 53 million. Which book would you like? This one, or that one? I don't understand. You're in the United States of America Incorporated, and you're sitting there on your ass going, beep, beep, beep. That crap has to stop. Why the hell would you bring the pain home? I don't understand, stupid. You understand stupid yet? So let's understand warning about me. I'm honest and I'm blunt. I'm going to tell it like it is. So the bottom line is that's just me. And the bottom line is you fall stupid. You did stupid. You're not stupid. The reality is we got to teach you how to play and stop bringing the damn pain home. I build millionaires every day. Would you like to be next? Let me know. We could play. I'm the godfather of credit, Ray Reynolds. I'm going to tell you what to do, and I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old. And by the line, you're going to figure out how never to bring the pain home. You're going to master division process. I've been building lifetime legacies with people, their children's for 45 years. So I got a full proof program. You can't even screw it up unless you don't follow through. So I got rich and famous people like Arnold, hospital in Fiji Islands, Superman for Gold's Gym, college professor too, even homeless people at 360. From there, $1.6 million. Ooh, properties in Long Beach, $1.2 million in 9 months. And we got to help the people coming out of prison. They need a second chance, like Freeway Rick and Nicky Ross. Gold and platinum cards. And then he told people he could help people with their credit. And then I had to fix some people that he screwed up. He don't like me now. Oh, well, what can I say? All right, it's just the way it works. 26 years I helped this guy in prison. His name was Thomas. Within 8 months, we got a brand new dump truck and millions. Would you like to learn to play? You got your tablet and pen today. Here's your problem, because you don't understand how the system works. You screwed up. You're following ducks and sheep, stupid people. You ask your friends and family that never made it how they think about this and that too. Franklin D. Roosevelt, he did the Gold Reserve Act in 1934. He confiscated all the gold. They even told you how much your wedding could weigh. I mean, what happened? You and I, you know what we did? We got our SS5, the SSN, Social Security number, when we're 14 to 16. Then Nixon took the gold standard out. Every mama from that day forward had to do the form called SS5 for the baby at the hospital because they wouldn't let her go home. They got to bond the baby up to $35 million apiece. So here's what I need you to do is pay attention. Biggest mistake you make is not understand how to play. The SS5 form equals SSN, Social Security number. You get one. One's a lonely number. That's for you, 1040. All right, we the people. Tax, and probate till we're dead. And when we die at the hospital, the time of death is for the state federal government. That's all it's for. So the bottom line is they reach in the grave and take that too. Now let's understand the SS4. Let's do this. Put your hands like this. SSN, tax, and probate till you're dead. You're taxed and you get the leftover to live on that. Well, that's called you're basically being silly and dumb. All right, the consumer's not being the 1%ers. But over here, the 1%ers use the SS4 because they know how to play. There's no tax due until you're profitable. So it doesn't matter what type of corporation you start in the beginning. It matters how you receive the money. Line 1 there says entity or individual person. So let's play and teach you the SS5 equals SSN in 1040. SS4 equals 1120, known as the tax ID. And let's give you the second chance you've been looking for too. Now, if you're one of those tax protesters, you don't file tax returns, just do yourself a favor, because you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Just go to prison where you belong, like Wesley Snipes did for 3 years and $5 million fine. Do you know all you had to do is understand the 1244? I mean, that's the biggest thing in the beginning for you learn the division process. We look at the 1244. That allows us to file one tax return, we, the people, in a single filing. You know what that does? Almost never pay tax again. Would that be okay with you if you learn to play by the rules and try to be, instead of being a crook? You see, the lack of knowledge is what makes people do stupid things. We could play and understand everything's a write-off under the tax ID. It's free money, just maintain the payment. Use a payment to pay itself. You don't hurt your family. In the division process I invented in 85, 86, builds corporations up to $1 million. If not more, would you like to play yet? See, your problem is you keep putting your name on everything and you're a duck and a sheep. That kind of sucks. Legacy for you and your family. I call it free money. I mean, where the hell are you going to get any money to really do a business in millions and billions? Go to Shark Tank and give half your pieces away? I'd do it too because it'd be kind of fun. But let's understand today, you're going to win the lottery? You're going to get a hell of a raise? How about we build 50,000, 100,000 of corporate credit? We take $50,000 and invest it. And when we invest it, we're going to do the right investment and we get positive cash flow. Here's your problem. I had 19 houses at 17. Okay, I couldn't get number 20 because they kept saying, now, loan to value problem. How'd you get to 19? I'm not going to tell you what I did because I worked, because I didn't listen to dumb people. So I transferred the properties into divisions. I freed up my loan to value problem. All right, you got to own properties forever. Whoever does flippity dippity doos is an idiot. You can become the bank. You can have the mortgage for 30 years and assignment of mortgage through a corporate divisions. Why would you give it away? Oh, you wanted that 50,000 that day? Let's just get you a damn card then. It's simple. If you basically learn to start being an investor, your goal is 16 ways to play that game too. Let's think about property franchise storage units. I've been owning property since I was 17. Why would I do anything else? Why would I sell it to give it away? I became the bank and wrote the book on that too. Buy your lifetime income, please. Understand, if you can afford $100 a week to piss away, which most people do, you can learn to become a corporate millionaire too. We get to play real estate, ways, franchise, storage units, and hedge funds too. Wow, we get to play. The United States of America Incorporated got 50 corps called states. States got corps called cities. And then they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. They have bankrupt 11 cities, debts, and stayed in business in front of you. You could have did the same thing too, as long as you had no intent to do fraud, but you didn't do that. You screwed up your credit and you screwed up your family and brought the pain home. Most of you kind of sucks. All right, remember, we the people. Corporation's a legal person. Stop bringing the pain home. Now I need you to write down division of me. I want to show you something that I did for me. See that line 1 could be a corporation, division, or subsidiary. I like the word entity, building you a corporate umbrella. So the first car I got was a Quintas Lamborghini. Let's show you another one in the collection too. Here's the keys. Boom, boom. It's simple. The way the world does things is stupid, and I'm not stupid. So I bought this Lamborghini through the division process. See, if I buy it through me and I can't pay the $6,800 a month, they take it away and I got shitty credit. And then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now I've got double shitty credit and I got an IRS problem too. That's called stupid. That's what most people do. Now, when I bought it through the corporation as a division, I showed you SSN versus SS4. So I get to guarantee it as an SS4. I got no intent to do fraud. That means if I have a problem, I get to do the 3-step I invented. Maybe you write it down for you. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I put that sucker over here. I maintain all my other entities, my corporation and my family, and I don't bring the pain home like you. So why would I want to do that? If I can't save it, within 6 months, I can do what the Federal Trade Commission says and federal exemptions tell me to do. So what do I get to do? It says I can file bankruptcy and throw the sucker away under the Federal Protection Act. Why would you bring the pain home? Why did you do something, and I'm going to call it stupid, and you're not stupid? Oh, you listen to stupid people. And what happens when that happens? It's like anything else. From now on, you're going to do it my way. My way works. Your way sucks. So what do? It's like when we lease a building. We lease it as a division. You got to grow the business or it doesn't work. We get to walk away without hurting the corp and the family too. And the next thing we have to think about pieces of property. Every property needs to be in a division. Who's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up? You don't know. Division process saves your assets every time. Now, understand, I know in Tickety Talk, Google, and YouTube, well, you get an LLC, you get the C Corp, we do the Macarena, oh, and then the idiots keep going, well, it's not really free. Quit copying me. Damn, it's ridiculous. All corporations are free. You pay the damn filing fee. I'll give it to you for free. Hell, I'll do your tax ID, your office list for free too. See, I've been giving it away for 45 years. I do this as my hobby, as my wife calls it. So here's the SS4. As long as I receive money, the SS4, there's no tax due till I'm profitable. Next thing, you got to learn to play because you keep screwing up your credit almost every day. Did you know corporate credit through the tax ID? I set up a dashboard years ago to do that too. One card can get 99 more. By the way, that's $100 million. How much would you like? See, the bottom line is you got a choice. You can play with me, or you can go back to your rerun and go beep, 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 all day long. Simple. I like to build a corporate umbrella for you. Can I please do that for you too? I want you to look Secretary of State's website today. I want you to find your corp if you have one. You'll find your name as the incorporator. You're on the officers list too, and you probably use your home address too. That call is silly and dumb. Change it to a mailbox, etc., please. So let's understand, when they sue the corp, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. If you did it my way, division process, like I trained the people to do when I was a kid, right now, when they sue the corp, they sue you, and that kind of sucks. If you allow me to build your line of defense, guess what? The ducks and the sheeps will never be your corp and your family ever again. I don't understand why you don't understand how to play. What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up. Oh, we're going to listen to Richie Ditchy Dad that sold that shit years ago. This crap anyway. And all this blah, 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 or Tony Baloney. That's motivation, good for a minute or two. With no rules and tools, it's all BS at the end of the day. So let's understand, $100 million building that I obtained across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall. How about $1 million Lamborghini with my name's on these two? How about a $5 million mansion? One of the ones I obtained. How about a racetrack worth $1 million? They all have my name on it. Why don't you get these things too? What's wrong with you? Well, I didn't get a mommy and a daddy. Maybe that's your problem. All right. I don't understand. You got everything I didn't get, and I still came to $1 million, $1 billion. So let's play. I like goodies. You like goodies? Let me know. Aren't goodies fun? Goodies and goodies and goodies and goodies. Oh, goody. Let me basically add you to my credit system. I'll show you how I got that mansion too. From there, what's your goal today? Hey, let's take the calendar and let's break it down to how many working days are left of this year. Let's play. I'm online 6 days a week for 45 years in line in person, my last and final year. And I got 941 goals now to honor God and show his glory. I want to rebuild the world and help billions of people like you. We get to play, write down credit, loan, and money. Could you imagine? You had some money before and you spent it and pissed it away. That kind of sucks. Why didn't you leverage it before you spent it? Why don't you reference 3 times 5? How will we take $100,000 off of a credit card, write a check, put it back into the corporation's bank account, and get the bank to give us $1.5 million, up to that too, and buy a franchise, an apartment complex. So this corporation buys these entities, you create a line of defense, and this grows up, up, and out forever. It builds financial freedom. It also builds residual income, where you screwed up. All right. You don't have to be a master and investor. You just need to know how to play. When I get you a credit card for $100,000, all I have to do is add you to one of mine, ask for separate billing. Then you get your own card too. Oh, you want $1 million? Call 800-254-9506. You find out about the program too, more. And you want some coaching this year and next year? Let us know. So as we play the game, you get to play with me 6 days a week. So we get to play, and I want you to look in the mirror today. I want you to challenge yourself. The problem is you haven't challenged you like I've done me since I was 2.5 years old. See, I didn't get a mommy and a daddy. I was too busy being used and abused. Nobody gave a shit about me. At 2.5 years old, I had to get up at 2:25. If not, at 2:30, the abuser would get me. So I got up earlier, and I've been programming myself ever since. Every day, like today, I got up at 2:25, dropped to my knees. I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Your problem is you. What did you do yesterday to get to the $1 million dream? You get the repo list, bankruptcy list, probate list, divorce list. Did you even bother to start selling, supplying vendor credit? Your corporation should have $1 million per entity, checkbook money, supply, and vendor money too. So let's understand today. If you worked your tail off, by the time you turn around, you got about a $10 million company. But the problem you still got is you are your biggest problem. Don't think, just do, please. Buy your income. If you can piss away $100 a week, you can basically build $1 million corporation too. The bottom line is still up to you. Now let's understand. I want to make you a money-making machine. So let's take 100,000 to 1 million supply and vendor credit, OPM money. Let's use the system that I wrote for Dun & Bradstreet too, and sell on Amazon and eBay. Will that be okay? If you're not a client, take a picture of this, go click. You get a private call with me. 90 days, level 1, 2, and 3 specialty classes. Based on your investment, that's how much bonus credit you get. Won't that be fun? You get to play with me. Now, if you're a client today and you want to add 10,000 to your package, it's $499. 25,000 is $999. But that's only active, current client. You could do that during the broadcast if it's Zelle and during the live broadcast only. Which means if you don't write down Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at rayscutter.com, and you write down RW and use Zelle for Gel and put your name on it too, Zelle, now, then you miss the opportunity. You call the office and get the higher price because we have to pay them a commission. You can call 800-254-9506. I like goodies. You like goodies, yeah? I like goodies and goodies and goodies and goodies, and I put my name on all the goodies too. Now, I accomplished my goals. I don't know why you haven't. Or you've been listening to silly, stupid people. I was kicking the door jam at 10, then I started kicking the basketball hoop. By the way, these idiots that say white men can't jump, I hold the record for the fastest high kick on the planet. So white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. I kicked at the lights that night. No matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goals too. See, there's one of my first cars, Quintos Lamborghini. I drove it to Owens Coast College when I was 14 and a half. I don't hear no. When they say no, I say thank you. I'll walk away and figure they're stupid, and I find a way anyway. No doesn't mean no. It just means I don't know how. 1,000 steps to millionaire. Can you imagine the big fat zero you get from your family? Legacy. What did you get? A little piece, and now they're just a memory? Sorry, all right, what needs to be done and the world needs to change starting today. Corporation lives forever. People are going to die. Be in a better place too. So I need you to do a couple things right now. I need you to write down irrevocable trust, UCC1. Your house has a deed of trust. Your car has a pink slip. All the assets in your office, in your house, I want them on a UCC1. I'd like you to file that at county recorder's office and basically classify it as a chattel mortgage. Borrow on your own goodies. Tie it to the irrevocable trust too. So that way you know where it goes when you're dead. So you got 3 choices to understand how to play. You see, the Kennedys already did this, right? The Hiltons, the Firestones, the Gettys, and the Fords. They knew how to play. What's wrong with you? So 3 things to live by. Plan the problem. Plan to live, plan to die. That's what you got to do. So let's draw that diagram right in front of you. Corporation. Bank of America owns corporations called subsidiaries and the bank locations called branch numbers and get a tax benefit in front of you. And you sit there going, beep, 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 beep. Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank. How about Sam's Club? How about Geico? How about Cities? See, your goal is to learn how to play, stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. You have to understand something that's very simple as we play this game. All right, we need to understand how to play. All right, and that's the ultimate goal. Now, I started my blueprint when I was 9 and a half at the library. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. I don't have excuses like you have. Let's remove your excuses too. Feeling sorry for yourself, that's 3 minutes or less. So let's understand today, stop treading water and playing it safe. I want you to write down 5 things right now. Number 1, you need a real 750 score. You need a corporation with divisions, $1 million in cash credit, checkbook money, and you need supply and vendor money too. These aren't things I want you to think about having. These things you need if you want to get to millionaire. And if you don't get them, you won't get there. Simple. From there, draw the diagram in front of you. I designed this system to get millions and billions. So a corporation maintaining entities, divisions, stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row, and let me repackage you under the same corporate umbrella. We get to play. Wouldn't that be fun to do that starting today? Because next year I got my radio and TV show to do, and I won't be around for all of you. We get to play. I like helping rich and famous people too. Well, what happens, they listen better than most of you. And I'm sorry to say you had your kitchen table meeting to start your business with your friends and family. And then what did you do? Hopefully someone says, what if something goes wrong? But they probably didn't do that too. You jacked it up, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get more, and you can't ride up diddly squat. And you backed yourself in a corner. That's called stupid. And you honked your house. That's double stupid. And you're not stupid. Did you do that? Shame on you. Never bring the pain home. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Where the blank have you been? Write down today's date. Let's project 90 working days. You're going to fall down 1,000 times. You're only going to win 10. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Page 6 says cash flow free up your time, even though other people try to steal that too. What you might want to think about getting is basically the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. In 2009, I'm in a coma. My wife tells the employees, and what happens next is simple. My wife found Ron stealing my books and CDs. From there, we had Tom, who sold my websites and my phone numbers. So please never call the phone number on the CD. He sold it to the highest bidder, which is a porn site. It took me 10 years to get the Ray Reynolds University back. Never call the number on the CD, please. So if you want a copy, understand something today. We can teach you how to play. It's free as long as you sell over $99, because the reality is that covers shipping and handling. From there, the $99, let's do it now if you want the discount. If not, you can always just spend $5,000. There's your Zell, Ray Reynolds, or a recipient, Ray at raisecredit.com. And there's a funder being called the office now. See, building a business, running a business, it's hard to do. The people around you, they might be able to knock you off the cliff. They might not catch you. You might just die. Hold your breath, please. Now, let's understand for me. 2.5 years old, I had to get up at 2:25 so the abuser wouldn't get me. I've been waking up since then, since I was a little boy. Every day, like today, I went to my knees and said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. The next thing is I go in the mirror and I look at myself. I put myself in check. Your problem is you never put yourself in check. You've been listening to silly and stupid people. You let them cloud your direction, and that's called BS. It's about time you get off here, you know what, and just go get it. But that's up to you. Simple. 2009, there's one of my 3 yachts in my backyard where you park yours. Worth millions and billions, helping people 6 days a week. Wife wants to take a yacht out to watch the fireworks. I get to die the next day, get to hear what's in the room. Tax attorney tricks her to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. So I want to show you that I got to move 24 times. I'm 11.5 years old. Literally, I've been shot twice, 6 times. Feeling sorry for yourself from now on is 3 minutes or less. Let's see it, believe it, go get it. Let's knock it off and understand that I'm God's example for you. From there, I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. Several of my other books is called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. Coming soon. Fighting the Monster Within. The next one is Bullshit Doesn't Pay the Bills. There's a lot of BS on the internet. YouTube, Google, and all the other stuff, and tickety talk. Let's get down to the facts of life, fighting the pain within. So let's get you past go, because I think you're stuck. Show you the Lamborghini collection, the Duffys, the mansions. White men do jump, stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard. Helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris too. I call it Ray's Rules. Just a couple things I obtained. And if you notice, I put my name on all the goodies too. Because I think most people are full of what? I want to show you the truth called Ray's Rules. Would you like to play and learn and master my blueprint called See It, Believe It, Go Get It Too? We get to play. Credit repair, what a fraud. I can't believe people are stupid enough to think they have a magic friggin' wand and rebuild and repair your credit. My magic wand doesn't work. Can I borrow yours? BS is BS. Even the Federal Trade says they can't collect money up front. The only thing you can do like now is write down Section 611. If you have an open collection account, negotiate the debt. You can't be a crook. You can't rip off your creditor. You got to man up, woman up. You want the 750? Negotiate the debt that's open. From there, all cards are 25, 29% rule. Very simple. Only 2, you can go past that. Wrap or rescore, and I invented that 39 years ago when I was playing with Ken Yarbrough and Harold Stokes. Now you got a 750. You learn the KISS method. Keep it simple. Stupid. Now you got a 750. Now let's play. Intuit bought Credit Karma on December 3rd, 2020. No phone number to help you. Reality is simple. Step 1, So what I want to do for all of you is my new dashboard. We're going to basically analyze everybody for free and give free corporations to everybody, and let's just pay the little filing fee. And we're going to teach them how to play worldwide too. So what I like to do is analyze you in 24 hours and show you exactly what you need to do to get to the 750. I'll call your case number on 1:30 Pacific Standard Time on Saturday in rotation. Here's the form you didn't pay attention to. By the way, it says name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above. It's called the SS5 form, SSN 1040. See, the Social Security card you got in your personal wallet today, get it out now. It'll say do not laminate, don't basically use for ID purposes, and don't carry with you because it's not yours. But it says property of social administration, not you. The next thing is you got this for the 1040 tax return. The first job you had a long time ago, what did you do? You thought they ripped you off. Where's my money? They pointed out the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover. See, that's what makes us a bunch of ducks and sheep. The reality is it's called we the people. Your problem is you didn't learn to play under the 1244, which you should have learned since high school, by the way. So let's play and teach you about division process too. I'd like to build you real life, 100,000, maintain that debt. I like your personal life to be a break even. I like you to understand how to balance your debt and knock off the crap you do to you and your family, because I think it's ridiculous. As we play, let's understand today. We have to compare these two forms again. And what do we get to do? SS5, SS4, tax probate till we're dead. SS4, no taxes due till we're profitable. So if we can learn to balance our debt, master the 1244, we can learn to win and be one of the one percenters too. If you want to play with me, just let me know, because I'll teach you how to basically replace your life and under the SSN rebuild you as a CFO for the corp and the divisions. From there, the SS4, I'd like to have you be a double CFO. Choose wisely from now on. Put your ducks in a row under the same corporation and the entities that I invented in 85, 86. So they're SS5. Let's compare it to the SS4. The SS4, line 1 says legal name of entity or individual person. The entity is the banks, grocery stores, and the cities too. Your name could be on line 1, by the way. You never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Your problem is you listen to stupid, you end up doing stupid, and you're not stupid. It says banking purposes per entity. You can learn to play, and your corporation's allowed to do 4 things, as far as I'm concerned. You buffer tax, no tax to due to your profitable. Corporate credit health, it's all the damn write-off. Car, fleet price, free buffet. That's all you get to do. Corporations now set up the divisions for the line of defense, what I invented in 85 and 86. Line of defense are cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability for real estate too. See, this is your line of defense, so you don't screw up any ever again. Your name's not on the division process, so you're protecting the corp and your family, and you're not doing something stupid anymore. I don't like stupid. All right, I can't believe the people that teach you the wrong thing in the first place, and you allowed it. How many stupid CPAs and attorneys are out there too? A lot of bloodsuckers on TV and every bumpity bump. Let's build your life under the umbrella too. Divisions, you're not liable. Your name's not even on the damn form. You can play. I'm going to repackage your life if you allow me to, and I'm going to tell you what to do as long as you play with me. You have to go to the class and not fall on your arm and follow through. If you violate and jack up a card or apply during the program, I close your case or I charge you a fee. And that's the way it works. Play by the rules too. Past can't chase future. All right, the IRS, you can't screw with them. They got to basically understand something. You can't play peekaboo. The IRS making a mess. They have a form if you want to fix things with them too. 656, 433, A and B. We could play step number 3 today. There's that 750 waiting for you. But you got to be part of the program. I'm going to analyze you, wrap a rescore, and teach you to play like I get this person 96 points in 3 days. Would you like me to do that for you too? Everybody who does a wrap or rescore with me, because I invented it in the first place, guess what happens next? They end up at 750 and above. Isn't that fun? We get to play. But again, you got to be part of the program too. Here's a nice lady, doesn't have shitty credit at all. She's wondering why she has a 651. I said, why are you using half your credit cards? Well, my attorney, my CPA and banker told me to. I said, ma'am, I'm sorry to say you're listening to Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber. You see, there's no green lights. Rapper rescored teaching how to play the game. I got her an 801. And we created green lights too. So here's a nice couple. They were tricked by a bankruptcy attorney to file bankruptcy. I asked them a question. You went to a bankruptcy attorney. What are they going to sell you? A banana? They sold you a bankruptcy. In my opinion, you never file bankruptcy ever. All right. If you're not garnish your wages today, tomorrow, or stealing your house in court, there's always a better way to play the game too. I built them their first card to build them up again to an 800 score. Now we got a client and his family. They kept screwing everything up because they didn't know how to play. I did give them a 3,000 card so they can learn to balance their debt too. All right, 11 collection accounts. Kind of sucks. So let's understand, if you allow me to rebuild you, rapper rescore. You're going to go to class on Saturday. You're not going to fall on your wad. The goal is 750. You're going to spend $9.99. They give you 1,000 card back to you. Reimburse yourself. During the broadcast, I discount this to $4.99. And I get you a $500 card. You can reimburse yourself too. And all you have to do now is click Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at raisecredit.com, write down RW, put your name on that too and phone number, and then you get half price now. You can also call the office at 800-254-9506. Here's another problem you got in the robocalls and the junk mail. You added yourself to the national mailing list. You did it to yourself. You're probably a voter like me. They sell that list 412 times a year. You got a cable bill, a corporation. Why don't you call 888-567-8688, opt out for 5 years? The number's in front of you. Call it right away. Next thing, that was step number 4. Next step from you is to plan the problem. You allowed your friend and family to rip you off. You loaned money and they said, I'm sorry, I can't pay you back. Those are called stupid things you did. Sorry to say, you spent thousands on crap that didn't work. So the bottom line is safety credit. You take your cards, you put the sticky, you put the rules I told you earlier today, line of defense, the ability to play, dashboards the way I designed it years ago, 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. If you do exactly what I tell you to do, you'll balance your score to a 750 and more. But again, you got to realize every time you have an emergency, you keep doing it to yourself. All right, you got to stop this crap. This is called stupid. Okay, all cards but 2 use the 29% rule. The 2, you're allowed to go past 29% or jack it up to $1 million as long as you maintain a payment as your gold and platinum cards. Got it? That way you maintain your 750 and above. You lose your job, have an emergency, what do? It's simple. All right, you run out of time, you run out of money, you can't wait to go jack it up and tell the world to feel sorry for you. Nobody cares. Don't you understand that by now? Nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. All right, so don't basically jack up your cards. What happens today if you needed $5,000 now? Since you need it, the answer is no. Ask your friends, your family, the bank. But the average person wastes $50 every other day. This $5,000 card in my hand is $50 a month. So common sense says have a safety credit card for the family too. They also say you waste $140 a week at $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off a corporate credit card, the payment is $612.26. Very simple. During a pandemic, you can buy 2 pizza with a restaurant with a drive-through and take away and use some common sense. All right, white men do jump. Nixon took the gold standard out. Well, what do you get to do now? Write down Ray's rules. If you did exactly what I told you to do, that gives you $71,000 of safety. From now on, the only thing that gets to screw up by and whatever happens is a division. Your life is going to be division based. It's the only thing you're willing to sacrifice, not the corp and your family. If you bring the pain home after that, then you didn't listen. You're being stupid, and you're not stupid. So let's have our cake and eat it 2 Ray's rules. Step 7, becoming a certified CFO and never bring the pain home again, please. We get to play. So let's understand today there I'm in a coma. I wish I could have set up and went boo, but I couldn't do that to you. So why don't you Google the address today? I've been in 2 comas. One, I was crippled for life. Jesus said, get up, I got up. Freaked him out. Last one, I got to die and come back and hold your hand, sing kumbaya. Devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down. God's delays aren't God's denials. So I like to repackage your life like Humpty Dumpty my way, because your way kind of sucks. So we get to play, build a lifetime coaching program with me, with you. We get to play with the Ray Reynolds University too. And then my son who's taken over from me. So you get to play too. And my daughter as well. We get to play. Corporation is why a legal person may sue or be sued. Oh my goodness, today, the lack of knowledge is what makes people do stupid things. I don't think people are stupid. I just think half of them are lazy. The other needs to be taught how to play and understand the division process too. Line of defense. If I build you a corporate umbrella and $1 million of credit, can I hold your hand to do the right kind of business too? And the tax ID, daisy chaining of credit, and getting credit cards and setting you up for a line of credit too. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? But again, it takes 9 divisions up to $1 million, 41 up to 5 million too. We get to play and I get to hold your hand and we get to sing kumbaya. Look at the corporation you have today if you have one. Find your name, find out you're a duck and a sheep, and I'm telling you the truth. What I designed for the grown-ups when I was a kid is a corporate division process. So the reality today, if they sue your corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Why don't we create a line of defense so you don't bring the pain home ever again? Would that be okay? Now let's look at this guy. This is pathetic. Okay, I'm sorry. He needs to man up and knock off the crap. You lost your job, congratulations, start a business. Be your own employee. You got 2 kids to feed, get your butt to the church, they'll hand you food. Go drive an Uber or Lyft. This is crap. Okay, man up. Simple. What did I do when I came out of that coma and they stole my whole damn life? I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet, and I sold and had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. Hell, I got cited 3 times. No more bull crap. Corporation can build itself. This is pathetic. Okay, you got to shake him up and wake him up. I designed this system for one reason. $100,000 card times 9. And then I want checkbook money times 10. I want $2.5 million to go do my business and never bring the pain home. Isn't that the way you're supposed to do it? Called daisy chaining of credit too. Hell, I invented that as well. You get to learn to play with the guy that invented the goodies too. We get to play. Division process, you're not on the line. The division is not the corp in your family. But again, if I do this correctly with you, for you, I'll add 2,000 of history. I'll build you a division for $4.99. And if you want 3, they're $14.97. From there, you can Zelle now, or you can call the office right away. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Goodies and goodies and goodies and goodies. I think you should have $1 million of credit cards. And I think you should have $5 million of checkbook money. That's the ultimate goal that I think you should have today. By your income, if you can afford to piss away $100 a week, you can afford to be a corporate millionaire. Make you a money making machine. 100,000 to 1 million supply and vendor credit too. OPM money. The way I designed it through Dun & Bradstreet, selling Amazon and eBay. So if I rebuild you here, then I want to get you a card, an unlimited Spark card they show on TV on 2 commercials times 9. I'd like to basically get you the B of A times 9. All right, the Wells Fargo times 9. All right, the Inc. times 9. How about the gold card times 9? That's up to 5 million. Then the next thing about the other 5 cards, don't forget about checkbook money. Your banks will give you up to 150, as long as you have a 2-year corporation. Ultimate goal. These are my 5 favorite ones. There's other ones too. That's called checkbook money per entity, up to $5.4 million. You'll get to play. You got to have a 2-year corporation. If you don't have one, wait till next year. All right, you'll get one we have in stock for $9.99 when you call the office. If you want to get a half price discount, you have to sell it $4.99 now. If not, you just pay the $9.99 when you call the office at 800-254-9506. So I got specialty classes on Saturday too. First class is 6 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You get to play. This Saturday, it's daisy chaining of credit. From 8:30 in the morning, we get to play. So let's understand it's $9.99 for 90 days or $4.99 per class, or you get a package program too. We get to play. The goal should always be use borrow money and buy your lifetime income. The only thing can screw up would be a division, not the corporate, not your family. You get your cake and eat it too. The ultimate goal is raise rules. All right, bottom line is we basically become a certified CFO and we reprogram our brains and we never bring the pain home again. So if I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do with it? I'm sorry, you'd probably put it in your personal account. I would have said that was silly and dumb. I would have put it in the corporation, leverage it first, pay all the bills first, and pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, doesn't seem to be any tax. So if we learn to play with Google bankruptcy today, we get to understand that too. So let's understand that 11 cities have filed bankruptcy. This means the United States of America got 50 corporations called states. States got corporations called cities, and then they invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act to bankrupt the debts right in front of you and stay in business. Your problem is you don't know how to play. You bring the pain home too. You can do the same thing as long as you have no intent to do fraud. So let's play. Step number 9 today. Google bankruptcy and look at SSN versus SS4. Who's going to be the duck the next time things screw up? You, family, corporation, or division? So we get to play and we get to win the game. Is that okay with you? Now, if you let me add you to my system that I developed in the last 45 years again and again, I can get you to the million. As long as you go to class, you follow the rules and tools, you don't fall in your what, and then you just make sure you carry through and follow through too. Now, corporations are free. I've been giving them away for 45 years. You go to racecredit.com, click it, there's the map, click, click, click. All you got to do is get your articles, pay the filing fee to the state. Unfortunately, stupid people spend thousands, and they think this stupid attorney or CPA has what, a magic friggin' wand? They didn't learn diddly squat. So we got to rebuild your credit. Articles, offices, tax ID are free. Free. I'll even do your tax ID for your officers list too. You just pay a little filing fee. From there, set up in level 1. Every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I charge $9.99 because that's what the average person wastes in a given month. Call the office, it's $19.99. I'm going to give you $5,000 of credit back 5 times your investment. I'm going to analyze you, add history, and start popping credit right away. Is that okay? I'll teach you how to be a certified CFO. You get to learn to play. Now, that discount is only if you Zelle during this broadcast. Zelle, now. You have not called the office, 800-254-9506. Pay the $19.99. Simple. Then they charge you 5% using a credit card too. Beat your doubt, run your race, get the hell out of my way while I rebuild you. That's what I really like you to do. From there, getting Pasco, God's gift, mansions in the harbor, race boats and yachts. I say the Ray Reynolds University.com. I like helicopters, buildings, and Lamborghinis too. We get to play. Now, I would like you to change your driver's license to a P.O. Box and mailing address like mine, but that's up to you too. That's step number 12 today. So let's understand. I want you to think about the car you drive today. Come on. You went to the dealership, they sweat you for 5 hours, you let them treat you like a duck and a sheep. You got up to 5 to 9 inquiries, and then they ripped you off about $20,000, $30,000 too. That's not how you buy a car. A car should be fleet price, tax ID, division. That way you get to write it all off like I do and my wife does too. We get to play. Now, when you buy a house, do not put 2 people on the loan. That's kind of dumb. And the car shouldn't be your car. But if you lose the house, you lose the car, don't worry. You'll have shitty credit, and they'll report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you have an IRS problem, and now you got double shitty credit because you didn't plan the problem. You should have planned the problem in the first place. A registered owner of a car should be a division. We've got a lot of bloodsucker attorneys on TV, don't you? You better protect your ass and plan the problem too. Every piece of property should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up. Your house payment should be offset by what? Your income's off by your house payment. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion and now double trillion. Why would they pay tax? You got to play. They're doing what they're allowed to do. There's no loophole. He bought Twitter with a line of credit in front of the whole world. I think he's totally dumb, to be honest with you. But that's just my opinion. From there, the reality is he's got a spaceship. So do the other 2 guys. They have spaceships too. Wow. You could actually join the club. And you can win the battle as well. There's step 15 for you today. Run your life through a corporation in conjunction. Next thing is pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. It's simple. See, your paycheck's what, taxable income? Then after you get the leftover, you pay car payment, gas, registration, insurance. I don't understand that. It's called stupid. Once you yell no and start driving a company car like I do, I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? Now, I'd like you to go to irs.gov today, get an SS4. Find out it says banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck in the first place. You chose to follow silly and stupid, and you're doing stupid and bringing the pain home. Please stop doing that. Now, here's Mama. She had a baby ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. That means one thing. She had to sign the SS5 form for the baby, so they bond the baby for $35 million apiece. Up to that much. And baby goes home to take a nap, and Mama gets to play with the baby. Simple. See, everything to me is rules and tools. Buy escrow, close, homestead, trust. But again, what did you do? You have a house. It's not in a trust. When they sue you, they screw you and take it away. When you're dead, it sticks in a probate. Your family got daily squat. Are you listening? You turn these up today. You fix up a property, you hire the contractor that hires a subcontractor that's down outside Home Depot. The ultimate goal is understand how to play. Don't basically do this, please. So when they basically slip and fall and make a mess, they kind of sue you and screw you up. What happens next is very simple. All right, because they take everything you got. My way, they get diddly squat. I want you to think about every road, local trust too, but that's up to you. That's step 19. You can learn to stop bringing the pain home if you want to. So Ray, yeah, well, let's understand. I know some of you don't file tax returns. Being a crook isn't good because you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. If you're a crook, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did for 3 years and paid $5 million fine. You see, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. If you tried it, you're back in the system, 656, 433 A and B. Get your butt back in the system where it belongs. So that's step 20 today. Once you think about being an OPM, save up to 70%. No bills due up to 90 days. You close an escrow in $200,000, you turn it to $15 million. Ultimate goal. From there, borrow money is not taxable. And you set up your line of defense. That's step 21, by the way, blackjack. Looks like you learned to win. Next thing we have to think about is what I had to do for me. Could you imagine? All right, starting with nothing, you have a trash can to millions to billions, doing up to 1 million holes a day, going in coma and die and everything was stolen from me. What am I going to do? Go home and go boohoo like you? Hell no. I got a family to feed. I'll rather die than bring the damn pain home. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions, the 3 divisions of me, and I built another $1 million of credit. Why the hell would I stay down like you? I don't understand. Why do you stay down in the first place? Why'd you bring the pain home? It makes no sense to me. 1,000 Steps to Millionaire. You better get a copy of that Millionaire's Founders Kit. And understand, it's $99 shipping and handling today if you Zelle only. From there, I've been doing this for 45 years, helping people like you, learning to play. I got 941 goals to honor God and show His glory. I want to repackage the world. I want to help billions of people like you. I want to build legacy like I've done for 45 years, helping generation and generation, leaving things like the Kennedys, the Gettys, the Firestones, the Fords, and even the Hiltons too. You see, credit, loan, and money, that's financial freedom. Building residual income is where you all screwed up. You didn't do that. I've done that since I was a little boy. So you get one phone call if you want. 90 days level 1, 2, and 3 special with me. Based on your investment, there's your bonus credit back to you. From there, if you're a customer currently active, you want to add 10,000, it's $499. 25,000 is $999. But as it says, current active customer only. You get to learn to play. Now, 100,000 is usually 10%. It's $10,000. So if I do this today, and you did it only during the live webinar, you get a 70% discount. Okay. For the realities, it's $39.99. It's actually 60%. But again, that's a Zelle only. It's not Zelle. Call the office, 800-254-9506. Pay the normal price. By your income, if you can waste $100 a week, you can afford to be a corporate millionaire. If you want millionaire package, I'll build you $1 million of credit, give you 45,000 of bonuses. It's 10,000 down, 1,000 a month, and you pay 10% on every card I build you. Simple to do. If you want to basically stop doing the rerun you do every day and learn how to basically build residual income up to 50,000 a month, you let me know. It's in a coaching program from this year and next year. And we're going to actually have some Zoom calls and things as well. And we get to play, and I get to teach you everything I'm going to need to know for you, from me to you. But again, this is $25,000 for a year and a half of coaching and all the goodies. The goal you should have, all right, should build up to about $5 million of credit and get residual income up to $50,000 a month. I believe that should be your goal, but that's up to you too, only putting 10 people in the first place. Corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. Divisions are the line of defense. You're not a duck or a sheep. And if you do that correctly, you'll never bring the pain to the corp or the family. 9 divisions up to 1 million, 41 up to 5 million. And I build basically understand that the division, you're not liable. The only way you can roll the dice without hurting the corp and your family. If we build this correctly, 2,000 of history, each division is $499, 3 for $14.97. You basically Zelle, or call the office at 800-254-9506. What are you willing to lose? Family, corporate, division? I didn't have a family. I never had a mommy and a daddy like you. A corporation, I don't want to lose the corp either, but a division? It's like when I basically played chess. We both lose pieces on both sides, but if we play the game my way, we're both going to win and get checkmate. So that's step 23. We get to play the game and win. So let's understand, reaching the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules. All right, all we have to do is listen carefully, be a certified CFO, corporate divisions, and training you to be up to the million. Some of you may be the billion. It's up to you too. So today, if you have joint credit, it's just in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Corporation, do not spend money for it. They're free. You pay the filing fee. From there, real estate division. All right, franchise, line of defense, and current business. Raise rules. I build credit as a bonus, so that way you can write it all off. And you finance your business and take away all your excuses. Step 24. If all you want me to do is get you 750, okay. I'll analyze, rapid rescore. I'll rebuild you with you holding your hand. Rapid score. Our goal is at 750. Go to class on Saturday. The ultimate goal is usually $9.99. We give you a $1,000 card back. But again, during this broadcast, we discount it to $4.99, and the card becomes $500. From there, if you want a starter package, which includes a free corporation and setup class on level 1 every Saturday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, normally $19.99. During the broadcast, it's $9.99. I give you $5,000 of credit back to you. 5 times your money back to you. It's better than being in Vegas. We analyze, we add history, start popping credit as soon as possible, and you'll learn to be a certified CFO. The ultimate goal, let's understand, it's a Zelle, or you call the office right away. So keep in mind, when you give referrals, I'll build more credit. Or if they say your name when they sign up, I'll actually Zelle you back 10%. But if they don't say your name, they blew it for you. So I give you my phone number and my email too. So that way you get credit for it as well. So keep in mind, the banks of America bankrupt thousands of locations. Wells Fargo, Chase, US Bank. All right, from here you have Geico, you have Sam's Club, Cities, and you can learn to play the game too. You could stop bringing the pain home, be a certified CFO, and become and basically reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain. Stop bringing the pain home. We stay safe. We stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The end of the day is going to be up to you. So the bottom line is, I'd like to be your coach for the next 90 days, do most of the work for you anyway, and get you past go. So as you basically become, basically from there, it's very simple as you do this. Well, John, go to class. My bottom line is, if you're pissing away $100 a week, you could turn your corporation to $1 million. Okay? But the reality is, you can learn that by going to class, as you do all the time. The ultimate goal. So 800-254-9506. If you're going to Zelle now for the discounts, do it right away. If not, call the office, talk to a specialist right away. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you as you do this right away. So let's keep this in mind. The ultimate goal is we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And at the end of the day, we never forget. God loves us all.